Hi everyone, my name is Sally and welcome to Newcastle Library Story Stomp Online. Today we're going to read a story by one of our fabulous local authors, and that means the story has been written right here in Newcastle. And then we'll sing some songs and I'll show you some craft ideas that you can make at home. Now we always start our sessions with our welcome to country. Now we're going to clap it in. 1, 2, 3, 4 to keep the beat. I'm going to chant the words and you're going to chant them back to me. Are we ready? Here we go. This land we're gathered on today was cared for the Aboriginal way. A Wabikal, they were the tribe, caring for this land through time. Now this land we all must share. Mother Earth needs love and care. Niang Dumang Awabigalumba Ani Barai. And that means we acknowledge that we're on a Wabikal land today. Now, to start our story time session, we better get our hands all warmed up and our feet all ready for stomping, because our hands say hello with the clap, clap, clap. Our feet say hello with the tap, tap, tap. Clap, clap, clap. Tap, tap, tap. Roll your hands and say hello. But if it's story stomp today, then clap your hands. If it's story stomp today, then clap your hands. If it's story stomp today, then you better shout hooray. If it's story stomp today, then clap your hands. If it's story stomp today, then stomp your feet. If it's story stomp today, then stomp your feet. If it's story stomp today, then you better shout hooray! If it's story stomp today, then stomp your feet. If it's story stomp today, then nod your head. If it's story stomp today, then nod your head. If it's story stomp today, then we'd better shout hooray! If it's story stomp today, then nod your head. Okay, everyone, let's put it all together. We're very organised and we can do this really well. I know we can. Are you ready? If it's story stomp today, then clap your hands. If it's story stomp today, then stomp your feet. If it's story stomp today, then you better shout hooray! If it's story stomp today, then nod your head. Clap your hands. Stomp your feet. And shout hooray! Well, I wonder what letter our story time is brought to you today. It must be M for music. Can you go That's the sound for M. This is our capital M and this is our little m. Now let's trace the letters. Not so tricky, this one. We go up and down and up and down. But our little m, we go down and around and around. I think we should trace those in the air. Are you ready? Go down, up and down. That's a capital M. And a little m goes down, round and around. And the sound for M is M. M is for music. I think we can make music. I think we just did make music. We clapped our hands, we stomped our feet, and we were la, 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 la. We were singing. That's making music. And there's a whole lot of other ways to make music as well, with lots of instruments. We have lots of instruments today to make lots of music. But can we think of any other words that start with the letter M? Millions. I wonder what millions is. Millions is lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of stars in the sky. Millions and millions of stars in the sky. And another word is mountains. Big, tall mountains. I think later on we might do a little bit of singing in the mountains. We can pretend we're right up there on the top of the tallest mountain and we can do lots of singing and make lots of music. So there's going to be lots of sounds to do today and lots of singing. Well, I wonder if there's anyone out there whose name starts with the letter M. There must be. There's Maya and Mia and Max and Hello, Mac. I know a song about Mac. Do you know a song about Old MacDonald? I bet you do. But you know what? Mac starts with an M, but Old MacDonald, he doesn't have a farm today. Old MacDonald has a band so that we can make lots of music. And in his band, he's going to have lots of different instruments. You might be able to help me today to make some of those sounds. We might do tings and clangs and shake, 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 shake. Are you ready? Here we go, because we know the song. Old MacDonald had a farm. Oh, no, he didn't. He had a band. On the farm, that's where he had his band. Old MacDonald had a band, E-I-E-I-O. And in that band, the first instrument he had was a triangle. Now, this is a triangle, and it makes a lovely sound called a ting, E-I-E-I-O, with a ting, ting here and a there, here a ting, there a ting, everywhere. Oh, ting, ting, old MacDonald had a band, E-I-E-I-O. And in that band, he had some castanets. And you hear those go clack, clack, clack? Oh, they're very loud, castanets, with a clack, clack here and a clack, clack there. Here a clack, there a clack, everywhere a clack, clack. Old MacDonald had a band, E-I-E-I-O. And in that band he had, some maracas, E-I-E-I-O. With a shake, shake here and a shake, shake there. Here a shake, there a shake, everywhere a shake, shake. Old MacDonald had a band, E-I-E-I-O. And in that band, oh my goodness, he had a trumpet. Can we blow a trumpet? Toot, toot. E-I-E-I-O. With a toot, toot here and a toot, toot there. Here a toot, there a toot, everywhere toot, toot. Old MacDonald had a band, E-I-E-I-O. And in that band he had, our very special instrument over here, he had a violin. Now this is a violin and you play it with a bow so that we can make the strings make music. E-I-E-I-O. Now we hold our violin up like this with a, let's see if I can make some music. And there, here, there, everywhere. Oh my goodness, that's not a very good noise, is it? E-I-E-I-O. Oh dear, Sally's not very good at playing the violin. That doesn't sound like very good music at all. Old MacDonald had a band, E-I-E-I-O. And I don't think I'm allowed to play the violin in the band at all. That sounds terrible. What a funny noise. Maybe I should not play the violin. I don't think I'm very good at it. But it makes a funny noise, just like the funny sound in our story today. Because our story is called Digby and Yodelay-hee-hoo. Oh, that's a funny noise. Let's see what happens in our story. Do you know what makes that funny noise? Yodelay-hee-hoo. I think. Hovering high from the tallest tree, Digby Fix-It, he was startled. What was that? Making that noisy noise. Yodelay-hee-hoo. He scooted down the tree trunk and he glanced around. Melodies tickled his ears. He could hear melodies everywhere. But what was that strange noise? Yodelay-hee, yodelay-hee. Oh, said Digby. Perhaps one of his very bestest friends was making some super-duper noise. Yodelay-hee, yodelay-hee. So Digby set off to find the sound. What was it? Stanley was strumming in the sun. Twang, twang, twang at 1:30. Stanley has a guitar. And Sophie was tooting her kazoo zzz, 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 at 2:30. Frida was tinkling, oh, here we go, the keys with glee, plink, plonk, plink, plonk, at 3:30. And then, thumping on the floor, Theo, boom, boom, doom, 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 at 4:30. There he is, look. Theo is thumping a drum. Thump, 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 thump. Oh, Wilfred, he is jazzing the bass jive. Boom, 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 boom at 5:30. And Tarquin is tapping with 2/6. Tick, 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 tick at 6:30. Yodelay-hee, yodelay-hee, yodelay-hee. The noise was still noisy. Yodelay-hee, yodelay-hee. Digsby, well, he was perplexed. Where could this sound be coming from? Well, it's not any of his friends. Yodelay-hee, yodelay-hee. Digby rescued the noisometer from his bag of useful tools. He began scanning high and low and around and around. His musical friends followed closely. Oh, he's looking for the sound. Yodelay-hee. The noise grew noisier and noisier. Well, I don't think it's me on the violin. Yodelay-hee. We've found it, said Digby. The gang took 3 big breaths. Slowly and get ready to open the door. Yodelay-hee, yodelay-hee, yodelay-hee. Maisie, everybody cheered. Yodelay-hee. It's Maisie singing. Well, actually, she's yodeling. Digby jumped into his dancing shoes. His friends began to jam. Are you ready? Boom, zzz, doom, plonk, tick, boom, zzz, plink. Yodelay-hee, twang, doop, tick, doom, boom, boom, plink, plonk, tick. Yodelay-hee-hoo. And mid-groove, Digby's noisometer, well, it picked up another noisy noise. Rumble, gurk, rumble, gurk, rumble, gurk. And everybody stopped. What was it? I know that sound, laughed Digby. And that's the end of our story. Digby and the yodelay-hee-hoo. That is a funny sound, yodeling, isn't it? It's a very, very, very funny sound. But that was a great story written by Renee Price and illustrated by Antil Tortop and published by EK Books. That was a great story about making sounds and turning those different sounds into music, because all of his friends got together and made some really nice music. I think we might be able to make music like that. Maybe I should not have the violin though. Maybe we could, do you think we could strum a guitar like Stanley? I think we could. Here we go. Let's have a practice. We strum the guitar like this. Let your hands strum the guitar, the guitar, the guitar. Let your hands strum the guitar just like this. Now, what about we pretend to blow the kazoo? Let's pretend to blow kazoo. Boom. Blow kazoo, blow kazoo. Let's pretend to blow the kazoo. Zoo, zoo, zoo. Or maybe we could play a keyboard. Plink, plink, plonk. Everyone can play keyboard, play keyboard, play keyboard. Everyone can play keyboard. Blink, blink, plonk, plonk. But what came after the piano? I think we've got to be very clever. We have to boom the drums with our foot. Let your foot then boom the drums, boom the drums, boom the drums. Let your foot boom the drums just like this. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, and then we have the big double bass. Are we going to jive the big double bass? Here we go. Let your arm jive the big bass, the big bass, the big bass. Let your arms jive the big bass just like this. Well, are you ready? I think we all can tap 2 sticks. I just happen to have 2 sticks, just like tech. All together, tap 2 sticks, tap 2 sticks, tap 2 sticks. All together, tap 2 sticks, just like this. Oh, that's a nice easy one. But are you ready? Just like Maisie, let's see if we can all yodel-hee-hoo. I think we can yodel. And do you know what? If we are high up in the mountains and we yodel, well, it's like an echo and the mountains yodel back. Do you think we should try? Let's try yodeling and see if we can get the mountains to yodel back. Yodel-hee. Oh, it worked. I think we should try it again. Yodel-hee. Yodel-hee. Oh, I'm going to try the last one. Here we go. Let those mountains sing back to us. Yodel-hee-hoo. Oh, wow. It's so exciting when you get an echo and the mountains are singing back to us. See, just about everything can make music. Now, that brings us to our craft today. I have made some instruments that you might be able to make at home. Let's have a look. First of all, I made a shaker. I just got a container that we could open just like this so we could put things inside. Make sure we put something really big. I found some really big buttons that are very, very hard to get out. There we go. Just so that they can't fall out and cause a problem later, I put some big buttons in there, and then we put the lid on tight and wrap some beautiful paper around. Maybe we could get some colours and make it really bright and colour it in with lots of different patterns. So that made a shaker. You could also fill it up with things like rice or split peas. But when you do that, you have to make sure you put a lot of tape around the opening there just so it doesn't burst out and everything fall out of your shaker. I've got some drums. I've got 2 containers just like this, which we turn over and, oh, they can be drums. They play very well. They just don't stay on my lap. Oh, 2 drums. And then, very tricky, I made my own guitar. It's just a plastic container and I put 1, 2, 3 elastic bands. Can you hear it go? Twang, twang, twang. Sounds just like a guitar. It can go twang, 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 twang. And you can play some beautiful music. You could twang your guitar, shake your shaker, and go boom, boom, boom on the drums and make some beautiful music. There are lots of other things around your house that you can turn into musical instruments. You can get out the pots and pans and go bang, 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 or clang together the saucepan lids. Clang, 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 just like some cymbals. There's lots of things around that make music, especially when we like to sing. We like to sing to Teddy. You ready? Everybody clap. Everybody sing. Tra-la-la-la-la. Bow to your partner. Then you turn around. Hands in the air. Rock-a-bye bear. Bear's now asleep. Shh, shh, shh. Bear's now asleep. Shh, shh, shh. See, you can even use music to put Teddy to sleep. Music is everywhere. Now, that brings us to the end of our story time session. So we're going to make a little bit more music with our bodies. Remember, we can clap our hands and stomp our feet because our hands say goodbye with the clap, clap, clap. Our feet say goodbye with the tap, tap, tap. Clap, clap, clap. Tap, tap, tap. Oh! Wave your hands and say goodbye. But if it's time to say goodbye, then wave your hands. If it's time to say goodbye, then wave your hands. If it's time to say goodbye, then we'd better give, oh dear, a sigh. If it's time to say goodbye, then wave your hands. Oh, but you ready? We all know hands go la-di-da-di-da, 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 we all know hands go. La-di-da-di-da, they don't just wave goodbye, but they love waving goodbye. If it's time to say goodbye, then wave your hands. If it's time to say goodbye, then wave your hands. If it's time to say goodbye, then we'd better, yay, jump up high! If it's time to say goodbye, then wave your hands. Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks for joining me today, and don't forget to catch up with the library webpage. There's lots of other sessions and activities that you can do. Thanks for joining me. Bye!